whatever you want. I do. I do.
Okay, I don't know. It says live on Facebook. Okay, good. So we must be live on Facebook. Let me just double check. I think we are. This is the component that I just want to make sure that we have, because we have a lot of visitors over on the Facebook page of it. So
yay!
Yeah. Okay. Oh, why isn't it showing me? Yes. Okay, great. All right, let's begin. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Summer Library and Bookstore Tour. My name is Maria Dismondy, and I am the publisher at Cardinal Rule Press. We are a children's picture book publishing company in the Metro Detroit area. We love books. We love libraries, and I personally love libraries. We love bookstores, and with everything happening with COVID-19, we thought it would be really cool this summer to take a virtual tour since we can't travel. And we thought, what if we could travel and Zoom virtually to different bookstores and libraries across the country? So today we are visiting the Studio City Public Library, and we have Lauren Kratz with us today, and she's going to take us on a tour. So welcome, Lauren.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here.
Lauren, tell me where you are located. Tell me a little bit about your library.
Sure. So my branch is the Studio City. It's hard. I keep wanting to look at you, Maria, but I'm gonna look at the camera for a minute. So my branch is called the Studio City Library, but it's part of a much larger library system, the Los Angeles Public Library. We're one of 72 branches, and I'm proud to work for Los Angeles Public Library. Particular Studio City is a very well-loved branch. We're one of the highest circulating branches in the whole system. We average 19,000 circulations every month.
Wow.
And right now, we're preparing our Library to Go. So Library to Go is 20 different Los Angeles public libraries have contact-free pickup appointments so that people can still enjoy the library's resources in this pandemic and these hard times. We have 20 branches, Studio City is one of them, that have contact-free pickup appointments. So you place your books on hold or other library materials through the library's catalog, and then you make a contact-free pickup appointment, and we follow all protocols, and we safely pack your items in a bag, and then we bring it outside to you to pick up.
You know, we're currently doing that here in the Detroit area, and there's part of it that I love because it's so easy. I select the books that I want, and they're there waiting for me, but I am missing the element of being able to browse. So I think spending a little bit of time on your library's website is probably a good idea, because there are browsing options there. And I just am still thrown off by the fact that there are how many branches in the Los Angeles Public Library system?
72 branches, which includes our very large and well-loved Central Library in downtown LA.
Wow, that is amazing. That is such a cool opportunity that you are working for such a large system. Now tell me, Lauren, how do you make your library seem small in comparison to how big this area is? What are some of the things that you do as in your role, which is children's book librarian, correct?
Yes, so the children's librarian, I work with babies up to 11, sometimes a little bit of 12, but mostly babies to 11 years old.
So can you tell us, what are some of the things that make your programming unique to Studio City?
Oh, I love working for Studio City because the families, especially the school-age children, love the library so much and love coming to the science, our neighborhood science programming, our STEAM programming, our coding, which is part of STEAM, our 3D printing. I just did a virtual 3D printing class yesterday. We had almost 30 families. Some of them just already finished their projects because they were so excited. I'll show you the printer at the end because I'm going to start printing their projects today. But that's the most, I've worked in 2 other library systems, and this particular library system is very supportive of librarians being creative and trying to think of new ways to reach our patrons, our audience, our families, even, you know, up to seniors. And I love just working with those school-age children and finding programming to keep them interested in the library.
And you're also providing access that some may not have, right? Like, I mean, I don't have access to a 3D printer, so I know that's a really cool thing, but the coding as well and the STEAM education, these are things that not all families actually have access to. So that's a nice opportunity as well. Now, one of the things that I loved about connecting with you virtually on Instagram is you do a lot of story times. Can you tell us a little bit about how often they're, you know, offered virtually right now?
I love story time. Who doesn't love story time? So when the libraries first closed for the pandemic, I immediately thought, well, I got to still connect with my families. And luckily I had a very long email list. So I just blasted the families, let's start doing virtual story time right now. So I did it Monday through Friday because there was an audience for it and they wanted it. And then after I did over 50 in a row, then I kind of slowed down and we did then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And now currently we do just Tuesday and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time, because a lot of them actually are back in preschool, maybe virtually, or a smaller, safer summer camp setting. So a lot of them watch at dinner time when I put it on IGTV. So I've been doing less because there's been a less need for it. So, and also I'm here at the library a couple days a week supporting our library to go.
Okay, awesome. Can we go on a tour now?
Oh yes, I'm so excited for the tour. And hello to a lot of my Storytime families that I invited to come watch this tour, because I wanted to still connect with you. I know we connect with each other at home, but I wanted to connect with you at the library because I know we all miss being at the library together. Exactly. So Maria, I'm ready.
Exactly. They're probably like, show us, we miss it.
Let me turn my camera around. Let's see here. I should have practiced this. There we go. Okay. So first, my favorite part, and a lot of my family's favorite part of the children's area, is this beautiful stained glass.
Gorgeous. Oh, look at that.
And what I love in the afternoons, the beautiful light shines through. Amazing. And it's just magical. And then this area right here, this is where all the families like to sit under the stained glass and read together.
Awesome.
Of course, I had to include the library cards to the Los Angeles Public Library. You know, the middle card is our regular library card that most of our patrons use, but we also have a special teacher card to support our public school teachers in getting more items and not having to keep the items longer. And then we also have a student success card that our school outreach librarian worked really hard in getting out and partnering with our public school system so that all the students can have library cards.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then we got a new rug, Maria. I'm so excited.
Oh,
because
see,
you know rugs get very dirty quickly.
Tuning in don't even know about this. It's gorgeous.
So some of them know. We got it right before we closed, like a few weeks before. So this may be new to some of my friends out there, but we got a new rug and I'm very excited. I love when children can just walk around the children's area and they have lots of books to look at, but also elements in the children's area where they can continue their learning. The children love to stand right here and sing their ABC song.
Very cool.
So this children's area right here. This is just where we have all the picture books, and we have seating, our very popular board books, and this is very popular, Maria. These are books, special books, box books, where you can open the book up and then you can play and you can hear the book being read to you.
You have a lot of box books.
Very popular.
Cool.
Yes, the box books. Sometimes there's nothing here. They're all checked out. They're all gone. And then sometimes children even bring their headphones with them, and they'll just sit here and turn on the book and just sit and listen.
Oh, that's so cool.
So they come to the library just specifically with their headphones to sit and listen to the books.
I love that. And as a mother of 3, sometimes I just need a Vox book because I'm tired, and we want story time at the end of the day, but the moms and dads are also tired at the end of the day. So the Vox books come in handy for that too.
Oh, they sure do.
Book section.
This is our new books that we have for children. And then what's really popular as well is our independent readers.
Okay.
So we have them in a special area.
Awesome. It's
definitely our Elephant and Piggy, our Pinkalicious easy readers. And then our very popular children's fiction section. It takes up this whole wall.
Beautiful.
And the part that you'll see most of the school-age children is in the children's popular series section. So they just have, Magic Treehouse all labeled in one place. So any popular series that the children like will be here, so they can just look at the series name. Geronimo Stilton. Oh my goodness.
It's really neat how different libraries set up their programming different too. And a lot of the librarians tuning in, they might say, oh my goodness, I never thought of doing it that way. And so I love that this video can serve different populations. So thank you for sharing.
Because I watched your wonderful interview last week with wonderful librarian also named Lauren. Yes. And I like how they had their bookstore style shelving.
Yep, that was cool. See?
Mm-hmm. And then also she talks about having books spaced out, and that is very important for all libraries to have books spaced out.
Well, those are cool shelves too. They hook on from the inside. That's really neat.
Yes. And so then every day they're all gone. So then I have to refill.
And that's what I was saying as a patron going to the library. Sometimes if I see a book there, it looks good, right? Because you're looking at the cover of the book, I'll grab it and that's what I read next. So that's the element I miss not being in the library right now. So be sure if you're tuning in that you're going on the website with your children and you're showing them some of the browsing on the website.
And I have to do a shout out to Erin and Trotta Kelly. She was our recent Children's Book Club podcast guest, and she's just such a lovely person.
Oh, I'm going to write this one down. Thanks for sharing.
So any of Erin and Trotta Kelly, Newbery winning author Erin and Trotta Kelly's books are wonderful. Excellent. But her newest book, We Dream of Space, is amazing.
Thank you. Well, I know something is, as you wrap up your tour of the children's section, I know something else that we're doing in this interview of this tour. Oh, she's still going though. Look at it.
I'm still going. I'm going to the library to go bags.
Oh, let's see the library to go. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
So these are the appointments for today. So we average about 50. There's my adult librarian, Emily. Emily, say hello.
Emily, hello. Look at this. Thank you for working so hard.
So we average 50 appointments a day, sometimes more.
Wow.
And we have them labeled with the patron's name and time, so we know who's getting what. Yay!
Excellent. So I know as we wrap up this part of the tour, you are going to share some of your current favorite picture books with listeners.
It was really, really hard for me to decide. I have to say.
Thousands of books. I'm asking you to choose 2 to 3. How do you do that?
So what I had to do is I picked some of the most popular picture books that I read during Instagram story time.
Okay.
And then just 2 other books that I just love.
Okay.
So one of the books that was very, very popular during story time was, let me turn my camera back around, was Red House, Tree House, Little Bitty Brown Mouse.
Sounds like a rhyming book to me.
What I love about this book is colors. You're counting, you're following the story, sequencing. It's just fantastic. It does all of those things.
Awesome.
And that is by Jane Godwin. So this is one of the biggest hits during story time.
Yay.
Another book that was a big hit was Baby Goes to Market.
Look at this one. I've never heard of Baby Goes to Market.
Oh my, the baby is so funny. The baby is going shopping with mom, and the baby's so cute that these shop owners have to give some extra goodies to the baby, and the mama doesn't know, and the baby keeps putting it in her basket hat. Such a fantastic book. This was another big hit during story time. One of my personal favorites of all time is Grumpy Pants, because don't we have all one of those days where we wake up and it's just not a good day. So sometimes you need to wash away the grumpiness.
Fantastic. And what are the numbers in the upper right-hand corner for?
So we are number 25. So each branch in the Los Angeles Public Library System has a number. It helps with shipping. So when we're shipping all of our items, because people place books on hold and all of these materials are traveling all across Los Angeles.
Got it. Okay. Through all the different branches.
Vroom.
Ooh, I actually know the publisher of this book.
I love that it's a girl driving a race car. She's driving it across her neighborhood when maybe she should be getting ready to go to sleep, but that's okay.
Because girls can do anything. Boys can do anything. Girls can do anything.
And then just two books that I want to mention that I love. A Beach Tale. Oh, wait, this is my favorite book to read during summer. So every summer I always read this book. It's just, it's just wonderful. The little boy's at the beach with dad, and his dad always says, don't go too far, don't go away from Sandy, because he drew a sandy lion in the sand. And dad says, don't go too far from Sandy. I love that book. I've been reading it every summer for years.
Can you
my
open
favorite
that
summer
book?
Of course.
I love the illustration on the cover. I want to.
Oh my goodness. Of course, but it's illustrated by Floyd Cooper. Floyd Cooper does marvelous illustrations, and it's by Karen Lynn Williams.
I just want to see a couple of pages. Woo.
See?
Oh, there's
the lion. Swish, swish.
Oh, awesome. Look at him and dad. I'm writing these down because if there's a book I haven't heard of, I want to get it, read it to my kids. Thank you. Beautiful.
Oh, this is the perfect book to read every summer. I still read it to 10-year-olds. I don't care. It's just a beautiful book. It's just a wonderful book. And what I do like about it too is there's a ghost crab. There's sea life.
Yeah, educational.
Horseshoe
and I love
crab right here.
The sound effect.
Yeah, so I just, look at these illustrations. So I just wanted to mention that. It's my favorite summer book.
Thank you.
And then the turtle ship. So the Los Angeles Public Library, because we had to switch up and change all our programming virtually, every Friday at 4 p.m., we have a Your Author series where we connect children's and young adult authors and illustrators to all our friends across Los Angeles. So tomorrow, the turtle ship, we're going to be talking about the turtle ship and the Paper Kingdom. And that is by Helena Khoury. And she's going to be our special guest tomorrow. So it'll be on the Los Angeles Public Library's Facebook Live and YouTube.
So that is really neat. So have you been doing that through the entire pandemic, getting different authors to come in?
Yes. So the Los Angeles Public Library, the exploration and creativity department that we have here, they worked really, really hard in changing a lot of our programming virtually for our summer reading program. So our usual events that would occur during the summer, They helped all the librarians, all of our librarians throughout Los Angeles Public Library have worked really hard in changing up their programming virtually and trying new things.
That's one of the things that I commend our book lovers out there, our book nerds, all of you who are helping to create a love of literacy for children. Things changed really quickly, and there have been so many opportunities that children can still tune in and hear their favorite stories and connect with authors and story time and songs, which I'm sure you do songs during story time because I've seen some of that over on Facebook. And so I thank you. Samantha's asking to come in. I thank you. I thank you for using your creativity and flexibility because no one expected this and you were able to adapt very quickly. As I've seen your popularity of your programming on Instagram Live, you really did adapt quickly. So thank you for that, Miss Lauren. Look at me calling you Miss Lauren.
Thank you, Maria.
Do your students call you Miss Lauren? I don't know where that came from.
It's somehow everyone calls me Miss Lauren, no matter what.
Do you have anything before we sign off today? Anything that you would like to add about, what makes your library unique or anything else that you would like to say to our listeners?
What I'd like to say is a big thank you to our library patrons, our Los Angeles Public Library patrons, for continuing to support the library, attend these virtual programs, join us in just trying to figure out ways to still connect with each other. I just want to say a big thank you to our patrons because without them, we would have no support for the library. So that's why I'm so happy to do all of these programming because the children are happy about it. So then it makes me happy.
Yeah. And look at that smile on your face. We see it. We can see that happiness shine through. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today as we toured the Studio City Library in Los Angeles. My name is Maria Dismondy from Cardinal Rule Press, a children's picture book company. We have a little one waving, I love it. And this is Miss Lauren Kratz from Studio City Library. Remember that we are going to tune in next week, not the same place, but the same time at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. And we're going to take a tour of a bookstore next week. So we're going to shift from libraries to bookstore. Thank you again, Miss Lauren. We appreciate your time. And I'm going to wave big for that little one. Who is that little one? Miss Ella. Bye, Miss Ella.
Oh, hi, Ella.
Yep, and Samantha and Beth.
Hi, Ella. Thanks
again
for watching.
All right,
Bye.
have a great one. Thanks for all you do, Miss Lauren.
Bye, Maria.